chosen one. Something in your spirit already knew this message was coming. Before this day even began, heaven whispered your name, and I felt a pull in my chest so strong, I had to stop everything and speak to you now. There is someone listening whose entire financial path is about to be shifted by the hand of God, and your spirit has been trembling because you can feel the ground under you starting to move. I don't know who you are, but heaven told me there is a child of light who must hear this before another hour passes. Lean in, because what I am about to say is not a coincidence. It is not random. This is an appointment with destiny. Breathe in, hold it. Now let it go, because what I am about to say will land differently. You weren't supposed to scroll past this. You weren't meant to stumble into this message. Heaven orchestrated this moment down to the second. Stay with me until the very end, because there is something God has been trying to get to your spirit. And when you hear it, something inside you will shift. You will feel it in your chest. You will feel it in your breath. You will feel it in the trembling part of you that has been waiting for confirmation. Chosen one. Have you noticed how your spirit has felt louder lately? How the noise around you has been increasing, but something inside you has been whispering for silence. Your finances have been in a strange season, unstable, unpredictable, restricted, like something has been pressing against every door you try to open. You feel exhausted even after resting. Your chest has carried a quiet heaviness. It feels like you're walking through thick air, trying to stretch toward a future you can sense but cannot yet touch. People look at you and assume you are fine, but they have no idea about the weight behind your eyes, the frustration in your breath, the way you've been asking, almost silently, God, what is happening to my life? There have been days recently when you've felt disconnected from people without understanding why. When conversations that used to comfort you suddenly feel empty. When crowds drain you. When you withdraw, not because you are broken, but because your spirit is trying to listen to something deeper. And late at night, when the world quiets down, something inside you stirs. A restlessness, a tightness in the chest, a warmth in your hands, a pulse at the back of your neck. You've been sensing things shifting around you even before they shift in the physical. These are not symptoms of confusion. These are signs of alignment. Listen carefully. This isn't happening to you. It's happening for Masmo. God has been whispering through your discomfort. The delays, the closed doors, the strange spiritual pressure, the unexpected financial tension, all of it is heaven rearranging the pieces of your life. Right now, even in this exact moment, God is shifting things around you that you cannot yet see. The pressure in your finances has not been a punishment. It has been preparation. The stagnation you're feeling is not failure. It is repositioning. Lean in for a moment. Your spirit needs to hear this part. Feel your breathing deepen. Let your chest loosen. Let your shoulders fall. Because heaven is talking to you. There is a reason this season feels different. A reason the energy around your life has been heavy and bright at the same time. A reason you've been sensing that something is coming but cannot explain it. The spiritual realm around you has been moving, slowly at first, then suddenly. You've entered a moment heaven has been preparing you for, and even though you may not understand it fully yet, your spirit does. That quiet tightening in your stomach, that subtle pressure in your forehead, the way your hands feel warm when you pray. These are not random sensations, they are signals. A door in the unseen realm is opening. Heaven has been protecting you by slowing certain things down. The opportunities that seemed to vanish overnight were actually distractions. The people who disappeared were seasonal, not destined. The financial blockages that frustrated you were barriers placed by God Himself, so you would not invest your energy in the wrong soil. Every delay has been divine timing. Every restriction has been redirection. And if your spirit is resonating with this right now, if you feel something stirring in your chest, it's because you already know something powerful is about to break open in your life. Your intuition hasn't been lying to you. The dreams you've been having, the ones that feel like scenes made of coded messages, are real. The sense that you're standing on the edge of something you can feel but cannot see is accurate. Let me speak to the part of you that has been hiding behind responsibility and survival. You've been wondering why you're being pulled inward, why you've been craving solitude, why emotions you thought you buried years ago have been rising to the surface again. It's because God is preparing you. The financial shift that is coming is not small. It is not gentle. It is not subtle. It's a realignment that requires your spirit to be awake, grounded, and listening. Something sacred is opening for you right now. And even if the room you're in is silent, heaven is not. You are not here by accident. You are not listening by chance. You are being prepared for something that your spirit has been anticipating long before your mind knew it existed. Heaven is about to reveal why you've been feeling this pressure, this pull, this strange anticipation in your bones. What comes next will confirm everything. Every sign, every sensation, every whisper. If you are ready, type 999 in the comments as a declaration that your spirit is open. Chosen one, pay attention. The next thing I say will unlock the recognition inside you. Chosen one, I see you. I see the way you have been carrying more than you speak. I feel the weight behind your silence as if it were a garment I could lift from your shoulders. There are nights you lie awake holding the shape of your future like a fragile thing, whispering to God from a place of hope and exhaustion. Hear this, your quiet was not wasted. Your tears were not unseen. Heaven cataloged every sigh, every unanswered prayer, every small surrender you thought nobody noticed. You have become an expert at smiling while a storm swells inside. In rooms full of people you feel unseen. You are the lighthouse no one returned to. Your intentions have been misread, your words twisted, loyalty repaid with distance. You have given love and received suspicion. You have offered kindness and been misunderstood. These reality somedies have hollowed your ribs and made your eyes keep stories your mouth never told. But hollow places are not emptiness. They are the place where new strength is forged. There are days your spirit feels isolated, not because you chose solitude, but because your soul has outgrown the room it once occupied. You wake with a heavy chest and wear the armor of routine. Your mind runs like a river in flood, too many thoughts and not enough shore. Dreams come as messengers, a door left slightly ajar, a stair ending at a light, a pair of wings folding into the dark. You sense energy before it moves. You feel the weather of people's hearts. Some nights your hands tremble with a truth you cannot yet speak. This is not abnormal. This is not a flaw. It is a sign. You were never strange. You were set apart. The isolation you interpreted as punishment was training. The betrayal was a pruning knife, carving character and resilience. The seasons of lack were refining, not withholding. Joseph sat in a pit before a throne. David tended sheep before a crown. Moses learned exile before leading a nation. These patterns are templates of calling. Your story is writing itself in the same ink of preparation. Breathe in, hold it, release. Your body already knows these words are true. Your fatigue is deep, not merely of the body, but of a soul given a task heavier than its years. Your eyes carry unread chapters. Your spirit has poured from an empty cup, offering to others what you have yet to receive yourself. Every kindness that went unnoticed left a bruise. Every loyalty repaid with betrayal hollowed you out. Yet through that hollow a stubborn ember persisted, a small light that refused to be extinguished. That ember is your staying power. And while you stayed, heaven worked. You thought you were forgotten. You thought time had turned its back. But in the hidden chambers of the Spirit, you were being protected and prepared. God was not absent. He was covering you. The isolation was a hedge of protection, not abandonment. The delays were buffers so you would not step into a life unready for your assignment. The closed doors were God's sheltering hands. Archangel Michael stood where you could not see him, intercepting attacks aimed at your purpose. Gabriel leaned into your dream time and placed the next directions in frames you will begin to decode. Raphael threaded healing into places you thought beyond mending. Picture Michael's blade severing invisible cords, Gabriel's breath aligning your next step, Raphael's hands mending what fear broke. These are not embellishments, they are active forces in your favor. Why the long silence? Because heaven's timing is unlike ours. God does not expose treasures before they can withstand the light. The one who will receive a harvest must first pass the test of stewardship. Your hidden season increased your capacity. The things you were denied were not taken. They were reserved for something more durable. A small vision, a seed beneath winter soil, slow and unseen, roots gathering strength. The ground looks dead, yet life below is busy with growth. That seed is your calling. Delay is not defeat, delay is formation. You are being remade. Do you feel it? There is a gentle unwrapping inside you. Old anxieties peel away like winter's brittle bark. Where confusion lived, clarity begins to form. Where fear nested, courage is being stitched into your marrow. This is not mere wishfulness. You can feel a slight ease in your breath, a small lift behind your sternum, a loosening in your jaw. These are somatic confirmations, recognition becoming readiness. Because you now understand why you felt this way, your spirit can move with intention. Your past will no longer read as random losses, but as the architecture of testimony. The sorrow that once isolated you will become the bridge that connects you to those you'll serve. The scars will map your calling. Repeat quietly in your heart, you are not breaking, you are being refined. You are not losing, you are being aligned. You are not abandoned, you are being appointed. Let those lines anchor in your ribs until they shape your posture. There will still be bewilderment. The enemy will increase his noise as you near the threshold. Doubt will try to write your next steps in fear. Refuse that script. Remember the angelic rehearsal you survived. Michael remains at his post. Gabriel continues to whisper strategy. Raphael keeps stitching what was torn. Loud opposition is often the clearest proof of imminent elevation. So soften. Let the recognition settle like a lamp in your chest. Feel the small, certain pulse that says, I know why I was made to wait. This understanding is the hinge of your obedience. The next move will ask less of your striving and more of your surrendered heart. When heaven shifts the details of your life, it asks you to partner from a place of calm readiness, not frantic fixes. Hold this knowing like a lantern. Keep it close. The recognition you have received will be the engine that moves your feet when the shift comes. Whisper now, ready. Let it be the quiet covenant between your spirit and heaven. Breathe slowly. Allow the awareness to settle. The move from recognition to transformation is near, and when it comes, you will be invited to stand differently, not by force, but by response. The threshold approaches. Chosen one. Something is shifting around you right now. Even as you listen, the air in your spirit is changing temperature. There is a quiet rearrangement taking place, subtle but undeniable, like the slow turning of a great wheel in the unseen. You may not see it yet with your eyes, but your body feels it. A slight warmth in your hands, a loosening in your chest, a strange alertness rising in your breath. The atmosphere around your life is moving. Heaven is repositioning you in real time. Take a slow breath in, hold it, now release. Let yourself feel what is happening. Your spirit is waking up. You've been tired for so long that this feeling might confuse you at first. This gentle awareness, this tingling at the base of your neck, this sudden clarity sweeping through your thoughts like a quiet dawn. It might feel like a shift in pressure, a soft drop in your shoulders, or a sudden sweep of peace rolling through your ribs. These sensations are not emotional, they are spiritual. They are confirmations that God is initiating a transition you cannot stop, cannot delay, cannot sabotage. The fog you lived with is beginning to lift. Your spirit is stepping into alignment. In this very moment, the pieces that once felt scattered are finding their place. What once felt tangled is loosening. What once felt locked is opening. You may feel a faint vibration in your palms, or a cool wave moving along your spine, or a deepening in your breath like you're finally inhaling after months of holding yourself tight. That is heaven touching your inner world. That is God brushing across your spirit. This shift is not random. This shift is not psychological. This shift is not imagination. This shift is divine intervention. You've reached a moment heaven has been orchestrating quietly, patiently, deliberately. God has allowed the pressure around you because your financial path is about to break open in a way that requires your spirit to be fully awake. Your delay was not denial, it was alignment. Your stagnation was not failure, it was calibration. God has been preparing the stage for a blessing that cannot be mishandled, diluted, or prematurely exposed. Do you feel the energy rising? That's the mark of divine timing. There are sacred reasons this shift is happening right now. 1. A chapter of internal formation has completed. God has finished a work in you that could only be done in silence. You have learned endurance, resilience, discernment. You have developed spiritual hearing. Your heart is softer, but stronger. Heaven can trust you with what comes next. 2. The hidden season was protection. Had God opened certain financial doors earlier, you would have stepped into environments that were not safe for the fullness of your calling. You were not being overlooked, you were being shielded. What you perceived as lack was actually a barrier placed by angels, so you would not invest in the wrong soil or partner with the wrong people. 3. You survived the test by fire. The battles that nearly broke you have now qualified you. The warfare that nearly suffocated you has refined you. Every tear became a seed. Every disappointment became a page in your spiritual training. You are standing because heaven upheld you, and that survival alone is evidence you are entering a new season. 4. Angels have been activated on your behalf. Michael is clearing obstacles ahead of you, slicing through spiritual resistance. Gabriel is positioning instructions in your dreams, guiding your steps. Raphael is restoring the places inside you that poverty, fear, or scarcity once wounded. This shift is heaven-initiated, angel-enforced, and divinely timed. Chosen one, feel what happens inside your chest. When I say this, the financial battles you've been facing are not punishment. They are the final tightening before breakthrough. You may have felt pressure, constriction, or a strange heaviness in the past few weeks. That was the spiritual womb preparing to deliver something new. God restricts resources before He multiplies them, not to hurt you, but to redirect your hands toward the right opportunities. Let yourself feel the imagery. It's like dawn breaking after the longest night. It's like standing at the threshold of a door cracked open, light spilling through. It's like water flowing at your feet after years of drought. It's like wings unfolding behind you, steady and wide. The shift is here. You may feel a soft vibration in your chest as you hear these words. You may sense warmth rising up your spine. You may feel a sudden thickness in the air. These are angelic signatures, heaven's fingerprints on your atmosphere. Isaiah 43 verse 19 whispers into your spirit, "Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth." Gabriel is echoing, "Do not fear the shift. It is alignment." Michael stands guard as a shield between you and the battles meant to distract you from this moment. You are not losing anything in this transition. You are being positioned correctly. What left your life was never meant for the next chapter. What closed was never meant to carry your blessing. What fell apart was making room for what God is about to release. You are not being stripped. You are being lifted. You are not being emptied. You are being prepared. You are not being delayed. you are being placed. Do you feel the ground moving beneath your feet? It's not instability, it's rearrangement. Heaven is shifting your financial path, your connections, your opportunities, and your inner capacity. You have entered the opening of a divine window, thin, sacred, and time-bound. When heaven shifts the structure of your life, resistance rises. But resistance is not defeat. It's confirmation you are nearing breakthrough. As this shift unfolds, you may sense increased sensitivity, energy in your body, heightened awareness, deeper intuition. These are not symptoms of anxiety. They are confirmations that the spiritual realm is in motion. Heaven is lifting you into a higher dimension of clarity. And as heaven repositions you, understand this: a shift always precedes a battle. The darkness has sensed your elevation. The noise around your life has not been random. It has been reactive. The spiritual pressure you've felt is because you have stepped into a new grid in the spirit. Now that the shift has begun, listen closely. Your spirit is entering new territory. The old fears will not speak the same way. The old patterns will not hold you. The old limitations are dissolving. There is something else you must understand, chosen one, because every divine shift attracts both heaven's reinforcement and the enemy's attention. Let your breath deepen. Let your spirit stay open. Let your awareness rise. You are stepping into the most pivotal moment of your journey, and what comes next will reveal why the warfare intensified, why the pressure built, and why the silence was so long. Chosen one, prepare your spirit. The battle that stands before you is not to break you. It is to finalize your positioning. Chosen one, listen closely, because the battle around you has intensified for a reason. You have felt it. The sudden heaviness in the room, the pressure behind your eyes, the unexpected waves of anxiety that hit you out of nowhere. Hell has been louder because heaven is closer. The warfare surrounding your mind and your finances is not random, it is strategic. You are standing in the final stretch of a long spiritual war, and every dark force that once hoped you would quit has realized you are dangerously close to the threshold God built for you. Your mind has been a battleground these past weeks. Thoughts that are not yours have whispered failure, fear, and collapse. Doubts have moved in like shadows, murmuring that you are unprepared, unworthy, unready. Some nights you felt a weight press on your chest, as if the air thickened and pushed against your very breath. That was not your imagination, it was an assault. The enemy always attacks the mind of a chosen one before God elevates their life. Your emotions have been targeted too. One moment steady, the next moment overwhelmed by a wave of sadness or confusion that felt too heavy for its cause. You felt your spirit tighten for no clear reason. Your ribs held an ache you couldn't explain. This is what happens when the unseen tries to sabotage a rising soul. And look at the people around you. Some grew cold overnight. Some you trusted suddenly felt distant. Conversations turned strange. Misunderstandings appeared out of thin air. You didn't provoke it, you didn't earn it. It wasn't your failure. This was warfare through relationships, a tactic to isolate you emotionally so the enemy could speak louder into your solitude. Even your life circumstances shifted. Places that once felt stable began to shake. Plans collapsed at the last minute, finances fluctuated. Opportunities you thought were certain suddenly evaporated. And when you tried to rest, when you closed your eyes, dreams came. Some symbolic, some unsettling, some carrying shadows that didn't belong to you. These are battle signals, not coincidences. Chosen one, hear me deeply. The intensity of the attack is proof of the magnitude of the breakthrough. Hell does not fight what has no value. The enemy does not wage war where heaven is not about to move. The attack is evidence of your anointing. The closer you get to your calling, the louder the opposition becomes. Hell attacks what heaven protects. The pressure you've felt is confirmation that you are standing inches from the moment everything shifts. But listen, you are not weak. You are forged. You were built for this battle. Your spirit is older than your wounds, stronger than your fears, and deeper than the storms that tried to take you. Your bloodline has been waiting for someone who could carry this mantle, someone who could withstand this level of warfare, and that someone is you. You are not breaking, you are breaking through. You are not losing, you are being sharpened. You are not falling, you are rising. You are not alone, you are surrounded by angels. Look to your left. Archangel Michael stands with his sword drawn, intercepting the blows that were meant to destroy you. He has stood in front of every attack that tried to crush your progress. You would not have survived this season if Michael had not been stationed at your side. Look to your right. Gabriel whispers clarity into your confusion, placing divine strategy in your spirit when your mind felt too tired to hold direction. The ideas that suddenly came to you, the sense of what to avoid, the push toward a certain path, that was Gabriel guiding your next step. And behind you, hovering like a warm, steady light, Raphael has been covering your wounds, the ones no one knows about, the disappointments you swallowed, the fears you never confessed. Raphael has been stitching what was torn, sealing what was cracked, mending what was bruised. They are not metaphors. They are present. They are active. They are fighting with you now. Why is this the final battle? Because your season of hiding is closing, because your assignment is shifting, because the enemy senses you are about to cross a spiritual threshold. He cannot follow you through. He knows that once you step into this financial elevation, once you step into the authority God is awakening in you, every chain that held your lineage will break. Every pattern of lack, fear, smallness, and scarcity will shatter. This is the last battle before your crown. There is a moment right before breakthrough when everything shakes, not because you are failing, but because the old dimension is rejecting you. It can no longer hold the weight of who you are becoming. You are too expansive for the space you've been in. You are too anointed for the limitations that once contained you. The warfare is not a sign of collapse. It is a sign of transition. You are outgrowing the battlefield. Chosen one, hear the thunder in these words. This battle is the last before your breakthrough. Let that line echo in your chest. Let it vibrate through your bones. Let it settle into the deepest places where fear once tried to grow its roots. Your spirit knows this truth. That is why the warfare has felt familiar, because it is always darkest before revelation, always loudest before victory, always heaviest before elevation. And in the middle of this battle, there is something heaven has been wanting to say to you. Lean in, soften your shoulders, let your breath deepen, because as the war rages around you, God has a message for your spirit. A message that will become your anchor, your strength, your sumde, your guidance, your calm. Chosen one, listen now. The Lord has something to say about this war. Chosen one, hear me. I, the Lord, speak to you now. Let every noise fall away. Let every racing thought quiet itself. Let your breath slow. Because this is what heaven has been waiting to tell you. I saw you cry last night. I saw the moment you pressed your face into your hands because you didn't know how much longer you could stand in that battle. I watched you hold your breath so your tears wouldn't spill. I saw the tension you carried in your shoulders, the way your chest tightened when the bills came, the way you hid your fear behind silence so no one would know how close you were to crumbling. I saw how they spoke against you when your heart was pure. I saw the betrayal you didn't deserve, the abandonment you didn't expect, the disappointment you tried to swallow because you didn't want anyone to see you break. I saw all of it, and I heard the prayer you never said out loud, the one that trembled inside your ribs, the one you whispered in your spirit, the one you didn't even have words for. I heard the ache beneath your calm. I heard the fear beneath your strength. I heard the longing beneath your resilience. You thought no one knew, but I knew. You thought you were alone in that moment, but I was standing closer than your breath. I watched you survive battles that were designed to destroy you. I saw the nights when despair tried to curl its fingers around your mind. I saw the mornings you rose despite exhaustion. I saw every moment you wanted to give up but kept moving anyway. Every tear you cried was collected in my hands. Every sigh you breathed rested against my heart. Every moment of silence was full of my presence. Chosen one, listen carefully. I allowed the silence because I wanted you to hear my whisper. I allowed the separation because not everyone could carry the next version of you. I allowed the delay because premature blessings become burdens. I hid my hand so your faith would grow past what your eyes could see. I removed certain people because they would have polluted the ground I am preparing for your blessing. I closed the doors because the wrong ones were knocking. I let things fall apart because I needed to rebuild your life on a foundation fear could not shake. You thought it was abandonment, but it was protection. You thought it was punishment, but it was preparation. You thought it was loss, but it was alignment. You thought you were forgotten, but I was watching you with a tenderness deeper than you can imagine. I never left you, not for a moment, not for a breath. My hand was over you even when you did not feel me. I stood beside you when everyone else turned away. I held your heart when it cracked under pressure. I lifted your spirit when you could not lift your head. Beloved, hear me, I am restoring you. I am restoring your name where it was spoken against. I am lifting your head where shame tried to bow it. I am strengthening your spirit where fear tried to weaken it. I am sending peace into the corners of your home. I am healing wounds you have carried for years. The quiet ones, the hidden ones, the ones you thought you buried. I am redeeming the time you lost, the opportunities that slipped from your grasp, the energy life drained from you. Light will return to your mornings. Calm will return to your breath. Joy will return to your bones. Your hands will no longer tremble with worry, but with purpose. Your steps will no longer feel heavy, but guided. And hear this, I am placing you where your voice will matter, where your gifts will be seen, where your heart will be valued, where your calling will be honored. I am opening financial doors no one can shut. I am sending the right people, people who will cover you, support you, uplift you, align with you. I am breaking generational patterns of lack, fear, and scarcity. The burden that haunted your lineage ends with you. You will walk in clarity. You will walk in authority. You will walk in purpose. You will rise. Michael speaks even now. The battle is won. Stand firm. Gabriel whispers, instructions are coming. Watch your dreams. Raphael places his hand upon your chest and says, your heart is being mended. Your spirit is being restored. Say this aloud, chosen one. Heaven knows my name. Say this, I am chosen for this season. Say this, I am protected, I am guided, I am covered. And if your spirit feels this truth stirring inside you, type in the comments, I receive this. Now breathe. Let this word settle in your spirit like warm oil. Let it travel through the weary places in your body. Let it ease the tension in your throat. Let it soften your stomach. Let it loosen your jaw. Let it calm your heart, because what comes next must land on a spirit that is ready. You have been lifted into a dimension where peace and promise meet. Let these words rest on you like light. Let your shoulders fall. Let your breath deepen. Let your chest soften. Your spirit is ready for what comes next. Chosen one, inhale slowly. Let the presence of heaven wrap around you. What follows will not just speak to you, it will seal. Go. Chosen one, breathe. Let your shoulders fall. Let your spirit loosen its grip on every heavy thing it carried into this moment. You entered this message with weight, but you are leaving with clarity. Let the peace of God settle over you like a warm blanket, soft and slow, filling the spaces where fear once lived. Take another breath, deeper this time. Let your chest open. Let your heart unclench. Let your spirit rest in this stillness. You are safe here. You are covered here. You are seen here. Something shifted inside you today. You can feel it. Your spirit is lighter than when you came. The confusion that wrapped around your mind like fog has thinned. The heaviness sitting on your ribs has lifted. Your heart feels different, softer, steadier, calmer, and that is not imagination. That is the sign. That is the evidence that heaven touched you. You are not leaving this moment the same way you entered it. Your breathing is deeper. Your spirit feels taller. Your inner world is settling into alignment. This is what divine restoration feels like. Subtle, warm, deep. Close your eyes for a moment. Just listen. Father, we seal this word over every soul listening right now. Let your light cover them like the morning sun rising over quiet waters. Let peace enter their homes. Peace that silences turmoil. Peace that softens fear. Peace that fills every corner untouched by hope. Let clarity fill their minds. Not the clarity of logic, but the clarity of divine knowing. Let healing flow into the wounds they never speak of, the ones buried beneath years of strength. Let protection surround them on every side like walls of fire and wings of light. Let your presence be their shield, their breath, their anchor. Wrap them, Father, in the kind of stillness that steadies trembling hands. Cover their sleep with visions, their mornings with calm, their steps with direction. Let angels stand guard over them, one at their right, one at their left, one behind, one before. Let every dark voice fall silent. Let every heavy chain break. Let every old grief loosen its grip. Chosen one, release now. Release the fear that has been sitting in the back of your throat. Release the guilt that was never yours to carry. Release the heaviness that tied itself around your ribs. Release the memories that whispered failure. Release the voices that told you you weren't enough. Release every burden, every lie, every weight that wasn't assigned to your destiny. Let it fall off you like dust shaken from your shoulders. Let it dissolve like smoke in the wind. Let it break like old chains splitting under divine force. You do not need to carry what heaven has already lifted. Now be still. Feel what remains after the release, the lightness, the warmth, the quiet. This is the true you, the unburdened you, the awakened you. Chosen one, I seal this breakthrough over your life. We seal this word in your heart. This revelation is now locked into your spirit, fixed, anchored, protected. No enemy, no voice, no shadow, no circumstance can steal what heaven planted in you today. Let the seal rest over you like a stamp of light pressed into your soul. Say this with me, I am chosen. Say this, I receive this word. Say this, I am covered. If your spirit is resonating, type in the comments, heaven knows my name. Because you are safe, you are chosen, you are covered. You are not alone, angels walk with you. You are not unprotected. Heaven surrounds you. Your story is not in danger. It is in God's hands. Your path is not collapsing. It is unfolding. You are guided. You are held. You are carried. Let your breath soften. Let your heart settle. Let your soul lean into this peace. Rest now, chosen one. Go in peace. Let this word breathe inside you long after this moment ends. Until next time, stay covered.